Hola, soy yo, Vicky, otra vez. Vale, so in este video, I don't know what language I'm speaking. In this video, we'll be looking at the pre-treat tense, carrying on looking at the pre-treat tense, the past tense, past simple, as we call it in English, things we did. Now, in previous videos, we've looked at the regular verbs, then we looked at the irregular verbs. What we're going to look at today is another couple of irregular verbs. It's those two verbs, the verb ser, which is to be, and the verb ir, which is to go. Now, funnily enough, in this tense, these take the same form for some unknown reason. So if you're saying, when we conjugate this verb, it actually has a dual meaning. So if we were to conjugate it in English first, the verb ser, to be, in the past tense, in this past simple would be, I was, you were, he, she, it was, we were, yous were, they were. And then the verb ir, or the verb to go in English, in this tense, would be I went, you went, he, she, it went, we went, yous went, they went. So, very different in English, completely different, no connection whatsoever. But for some unknown reason, in Spanish, they've become the same verb in the pre-treat tense. It's what I call the F verb, because it begins with F, and I think it just helps me remember it. If you have the Break the Language Barrier Level 2, it's on page 32. That's the page that we're looking at. If you don't have the book, don't worry, you can follow the tutorial perfectly well without the book. And if you would like the book, you can buy it on any Amazon site. And it's the Break the Language Barrier series, and we're on currently in level 2. Okay, so so to say both those verbs in Spanish, it's this funny little F verb, which is fui, fuiste. So, let's read it first, Fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fuisteis, fueron. So in Spanish, they can mean fui can be either I was or I went. Fuiste can be you were or you went. Fue can be he, she, or it was, or he, she, or it went. Fuimos, we were or we went. Fuisteis, yous were or yous went. Fueron, they were or they went. So, difficult, is it? Not really, because I think it's quite easy to know from the context which one it is. So you're not really going to get confused. So the examples that are here in the book, for example, if you said, fue buen día ayer, obviously that's going to be, it was a good day yesterday, not it went a good day yesterday. And the other example, fue al cine ayer, would be either he or she went to the cinema yesterday, not he or she was a cinema yesterday. So I think it's quite easy to tell in the context which one it's referring to. And a good clue with the verb to go is there's always an a in there, isn't there? Because you're always going to somewhere. Fui a la playa. Fui a la tienda. So that's a good clue. Vale? Okay, so let's have a look at practice A, the sentences. So the first one is, I was a student in 1979. So it will be fui estudiante en 1979. Okay, again, remember, not in Spanish we don't say 1979, we say 1979. Número dos. I went off to the shops yesterday. So we'll use the verb reflexively there because it's to go off somewhere. So, me fui a las tiendas ayer. Número tres. Did you go to the party last night? So, did you go is one word. Fuiste. Fuiste a la fiesta anoche? Number four, the house was cheap 5 years ago. So we've got the house is la casa, fue barata. So it's barata because it's casa. And then 5 years ago, hace 5 años. So when we want to say ago in Spanish, we use hace, H-A-C-E, from the verb hacer. And it doesn't go at the end like we do in English. We say 5 years ago. In Spanish, you say ago 5 years. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, hace 2 semanas. 10 minutes ago, hace 10 minutos, etc. Vale, so número 5, el sábado, oh, let's give you the English first. Last Saturday, they went to Juan's house. So we'll say, el sábado pasado, they went, so it's fueron, a la casa de Juan. Number 6, the class was very interesting. I hope all my students say this about my class. La clase fue muy interesante. Número 7, did yous go to the market on Saturday? So, did yous go is fuisteis to the market, al mercadillo or mercado, el sábado. Number 8, número 8, we went home at 8 o'clock. Fuimos a casa a las 8. Número 9, who was the best student yesterday? So, ¿quién, who, was, fue, the best student, el mejor estudiante, yesterday, ayer. And then número 10, no, it's quite a long sentence this. Pedro and Maria were husband and wife for 5 years, but they never went to England. Okay, so Pedro y María, so it'd be they were husband and wife, fueron marido y mujer, or esposos, you could use in the plural, durante or por, but not para, 5 años, pero nunca fueron a Inglaterra. ¿Vale? Muy bien. So the verb itself not difficult, just a bit tricky thinking that it means two things so different. But to be honest, it's more common to see it used for the verb to go rather than from the verb to be, because as we'll see later on as we advance, there's another tense that we use in the past tense that we tend to use more for was and were. I think that to use this, the F verb or the preterite tense for ser is rare. Not rare maybe, but less common, let's say, than seeing it used for the verb to go in the past tense or went. That's my opinion anyway. Vale, okay, so if you have any questions, remember you can always contact me and ask. Also, if there's anything in particular that you would like to see covered in a YouTube video, I mean, I'm plodding along through the Break the Language Barrier series and I'm hoping you're finding that useful. But if there's anything in particular that you would like covered in a video, please let me know. Again, if you feel like it, please, and you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up at the bottom. And if you would like to subscribe, that'd be great too. when you give a thumbs up, that's good for me because that helps me know that people have found the video useful, so I know I've done it in the right format. The subscribers, of course, as well is useful because then I know that people are enjoying it as well. So it's nice to see. I think currently I'm on 99 subscribers, which is great. So to get through the 100 barrier would be good. But anyway, if you feel like it, Valley. So yeah, any question you want to ask me, anything you didn't understand, anything you disagree with, just let me know and I will do my best to explain it. As I say, if you do have the books, the answers are in the back as well, so you can. I mean, I think the tutorials are useful to actually see things pronounced, but you do have the answers in the back, so you can do the exercises over and over again and check your answers at any time. Ok, vale, muchas gracias y hasta la próxima. Vale, adiós.